Did you engage in misconduct by false testimony in connection with the Ethics Commission proceeding?
And again, Mr. Chairman, pursuant to the argument I made at the beginning of this case about the evolving nature of the claims made against him, I'm advising my client not to answer that question pursuant to the Fifth Amendment to the United States Constitution. He can confirm.
I confirm.
There you have it from the trial today. Our top story at 5:30, the Metro Council member who has already been found guilty of ethics violations, Anthony Piagentini, was called to testify in his own removal trial today before the Metro Council. But again, as you saw there, he pleaded the Fifth.
It was a surprise move and a first by the charging committee on day 5 in council court. Senior reporter Isaiah Kim Martinez and photojournalist Jessica Farley were covering this today. Isaiah, what led to the move?
Well, Shay, Doug, it's unclear at this time what prompted it, but it certainly got a lot of attention inside council chambers. The charging committee's lawyer didn't hold back on asking pointed questions for nearly 10 minutes straight, to which Piagentini answered with the same 2 words.
Mr. Wicker, you may call your next witness.
Call Anthony Piagentini.
Despite staying almost entirely silent for the first 4 days of his removal hearing, Metro Councilman Anthony Piagentini was called to testify Monday.
Tell us your name, sir.
Anthony Piagentini.
The charging committee's lawyer, Kent Wicker, peppering him with questions.
Did you improperly solicit or accept a promise of employment or other thing of value?
But the position of Piagentini's attorneys remained the same. Don't answer.
Pursuant to the evolving claims made against my client, and as I indicated at the beginning of this hearing, I'm advising him not to answer that question pursuant to the Fifth Amendment to the United States Constitution. He can indicate whether he confirms.
I confirm.
That was the councilman's repeated answer for nearly 10 minutes.
Testing, testing, A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
His first words spoken since a mic check at the start of the trial.
No further questions for the witness. Thank you.
Last year, the Louisville Ethics Commission found Piagentini guilty of violating the city's ethics code, ruling he improperly leveraged his council position to secure a 6-figure consulting job with the Louisville Healthcare CEO Council. Piagentini co-sponsored an ordinance that secured that company $40 million in ARP funding, only to later recuse himself from the final vote and eventually take a job with that very same company. Piagentini appealed that ruling, calling the findings, quote, tainted by bias. Attorneys on Monday also finished up testimony from Jim Griffin, who investigated on behalf of the Ethics Commission.
He got a job for $240,000. That's the compensation.
He revealed he's referred the investigation to the FBI, but didn't elaborate on what that could mean. In the afternoon, Piagentini's attorneys began their case, calling Council President Marcus Winkler and Councilwoman Cindy Fowler to the stand, where tempers at one point flared.
During your testimony, you stated that it was your opinion that Councilman Piagentini had violated the Code of Ethics. Isn't that correct?
I answered that once. Yes, that's correct.
Without having all the facts and the evidence at that time, isn't that correct?
Mr. Smith.
All I knew is that
Councilman
he
Fowler.
got
Councilwoman
the job
Fowler.
the next...
Councilman
Okay.
Fowler, please hold on.
And the trial will go through Wednesday and potentially extend to an extra day on Friday if needed. The earliest deliberations could start would be later next week, meaning we could still be several days away from a verdict. Remember, to remove Piagentini from his seat, 18 of 26 council members would need to vote in favor. Doug, Shay.
Thank you very much, Isaiah. Well,